This is Cari Conari with the SLV Apothecary, and we're here to learn about herbs. So today at the SLV Apothecary, on this November day, we're going to be talking about Dream World Garden Herbal Tea Blend. This tea blend has both local herbs that Infinity Farm and actually Ameranth here with us today also cultivates some of these herbs. So we're just going to kind of break down what Dream World Garden, why it's a sedative, how it can help you with sleep, and the other benefits. So yeah, Ameranth, should we start with mugwort?
Yes. Since that's the first, is that the heaviest ingredient?
It's pretty even, actually. Okay. This one's pretty even. Mugwort might be a little heavy, might be a little bit heavier on the mallow and the lemon balm. I try not to put too much hops in things, because hops is really strong bitter. Mugwort's a little bit more neutral, but it does have more of a bitter flavor to it.
It's very stimulating to the liver.
Yep.
So both of those, I think with hops, I've certainly had hangovers from hops.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think that's great to just put a few. Just
put a little bit. You drank too much hops?
Well, you'll get it a lot in sleep formulas.
Okay.
And I've noticed in the past that anything with hops in it, I may feel a little bit, if it's a really strong presence, I may feel a little bit hungover the next morning because
like groggy.
It's just so relaxing to your entire body. You know? It's a muscle relaxant.
Yeah, muscle relaxant, and it is interesting though. Even though it is a sedative, it does why it's called Dream World Garden is it has that lucid dreaming. It's known to help with lucid dreaming, and we were just reading how it actually helps blood and to the brain. So it's a brain tonic. So I think that's why it might be sedative to the body and the nervous system, but then pump a little bit of blood to the brain, which might help with the dreaming and the being more conscious with your brain in the dream.
And maybe to open your third eye more when you're dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it also has that protective quality. Spiritually, a lot of times it's used for smudging, similar to sage. It is an Artemisia vulgaris, and it grows like crazy. I know you have a fence.
Right, mine got to about 8 foot tall this year, and we just have one line, and I think in width it came out about 5 feet. So yes, it will create a hedge.
Yep. And that's interesting. That it creates a fence because that spiritually it's kind of a protective agent from negative energies. And it is really good for people who want to write their dreams down and be really intentional. So yeah, let's go on to hops. We kind of a little bit touched on hops. Usually I put it in insomnia blends. It does help with kind of the racing mind. It's also nerving. This is a very nervine heavy tea. We have almost all of them are nervines: chamomile, lavender, skullcap, and mugwort. So it's going to be really a good tonic for your nervous system. Calm that energy down, especially if there's that hyperactive and spasms. Hops and mugwort and skullcap are antispasmodic.
And I think if you have a lot of pain, I'm in my 50s, so I deal with a lot of pain at night. So anything like this, it is just kind of going to kind of relax your body to get you to sleep, kind of help you deal with a little bit, just a very, very light pain relieving action.
Yep.
And then, you're able to go into a deep sleep a lot easier if you're not dealing with that residual pain, I think. So I think all three, the hops, the skullcap, actually chamomile, lemon balm.
Yeah. Chamomile I know specifically helps get into a deeper sleep. because we have the different stages of sleep, REM when you're more dreaming, and that's where obviously lucid dreaming would happen, but then we have that part of our sleep where we're not dreaming, and when we're in that deep sleep, and chamomile does help get you into that. So that's why there's kind of this synergistic effect with these herbs where they kind of take you through different stages of the night.
And I think really that this particular tea formula, there's a few other herbs we haven't spoken about yet, but this would also just be an awesome tea formula for somebody who's dealing with a cold or a flu, because not only is it going to relax you, but so many of these herbs are actually antiviral, antibacterial, so it can also help you recover.
Yep.
I think is a really good formula.
And a lot of recovery happens at night. So if you're having a good sleep, you're going to get over your cold faster. And then we talked a little bit about the chamomile, and lemon balm is another. The lemon balm and lavender are kind of our antidepressants and anti-anxiety. So those, if you take this consistently at night, you might see a little help with your anxiety during the day. Not only did you get a good night's sleep, but these are going to help.
Well, because they're nervines, and so they're just very supportive to the nervous system overall. So I think that if you're just nourishing yourself in that fashion on a continual basis, then it is going to help you a lot. But lemon balm, again, antiviral. So, again, for recovery from illness, I think it's a very good ingredient, as well as being very relaxing.
Yeah, I know lemon balm is, one of the top antivirals, like for herpes or cold sores or, really any virus, the big C word here. Common mallow, that's another one that is cultivated, that I cultivated in this blend. The skullcap and lavender in this blend I did not cultivate. So it's a little blend of both, but I think having the local herbs just really also can help with allergies, since you're taking in some of the local pollens, especially the hops. I get my hops from a wonderful doctor in Alamosa, who the hops are 15 years old, so they're big, they have a lot of pollen, and they're just potent. Like the mugwort. Actually, some of this mugwort I think is yours, that Gabrielle harvested. And your mugwort too was super pollen.
Yeah, because it was in seed, I think.
Yeah, it was in seed. I think this tea obviously is great for the evening and help you sleep, but also has so many of these other benefits that you're going to get along with it. And the taste, it is a little bitter, but you add a little honey and dilute it to your liking, and you'll find yourself craving the flavor of this too.
And there's also there's a few herbs in here that would be wonderful kind of for stomach upset.
Right.
If you're going to bed with a little bit of indigestion, or those of us who kind of deal with a lot of those issues on a chronic basis, I think it would be also, anything that is going to just help you just relax and cuddle into your pillow and feel the softness of the, if you can just focus on that and going into a really deep, relaxing sleep without the pain, without the stomach issues, without the anxiety or the running thoughts, then I think that I like that, this combination.
Yeah, it's definitely a good blend. We have a 1 ounce loose leaf version, and I also have it in a jar. It's a great gift too if you know people that are into lucid dreaming or need help sleep. Come into the shop. We're on 4th and State in Alamosa, and come get it before we're sold out. Thanks for learning about herbs with us today. We hope you'll get better sleep and enhance your dreaming.